Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ilyas from the Department of Education, Hazara University, Mansehra. In my previous presentation, I discussed the importance of critical thinking for students. This current presentation is aimed at discussing the importance of critical thinking for teachers. So let's begin. Critical thinking helps teachers ask good questions. Questions teachers may ask of themselves as critical thinkers include: what am I teaching? How am I teaching? Who am I teaching? And most importantly, why am I teaching what I am teaching? Now, the first category of question that the teacher as a critical thinker might ask himself or herself is that what am I teaching? This question may assist the teacher in reflecting on the relevance, importance, and usefulness of curricular material. The second thing is that this question may also help the teacher in improving and polishing curricular material. Then, the what am I teaching question may also help the teacher transform from the position of just a disseminator of knowledge to doing a critique of knowledge. That means looking at whatever he or she is imparting to the students in a more critical way. And so this is basically a fundamental shift from the traditional view of teacher as a disseminator of knowledge. The next important thing is that the how am I teaching question may assist the teacher questioning his or her methodological approaches to teaching. So, in many cases, teachers may not be aware that their teaching methodology is not very useful in terms of student learning. And so, they might be, over many years, they might be using the same methodology without critically looking at it. The how am I teaching question will help them reflect on their teaching methodologies. The how am I teaching question may also help teachers in reflecting on ways and means to improve their teaching method and style. Besides, other questions in this category that the teacher might ask as a critical thinker may include the following: is my teaching leading to students' learning in terms of of the methods that I use? What are students learning from my teaching and my conduct inside and outside the classroom? How can I improve my teaching and students' learning? Again, in terms of the methodology of teaching involved here. And then, what are possible hindrances in the way of students' learning with reference to the teacher's teaching? This category also include what do I find is the most useful aspects of my teaching in terms of students' learning, and this is and also what are like the aspects that are not very useful in terms of students' learning. So here, as a matter of fact, a kind of comparative analysis of the teacher's teaching methods is actually under consideration. Then, how can I improve on those further? Then, the next important category in this critical questioning that the teacher might do of himself or might ask of himself is the question, who am I teaching? This question helps the teacher in critically thinking about the kind of students he or she is teaching. Normally, in a school or college or university context, what happens is that the teacher has a variety of students in the class with varied abilities, attitudes, and aptitudes. So there are very different people sitting in the same class. And so, as a teacher who is interested in this question of who he or she is teaching, keeps in mind this variation while teaching is usually and so such teachers who think this variation um, of the students in the class in their minds are more successful in teaching well than a teacher who teaches with a style or philosophy of one size fits all. So there might be students who will learn, who will respond to learning through one particular method, but there will be other students who will respond differently. And similarly, in terms of teachers' attitude as well, the students might respond to in a variety of ways. And then, of course, the most important question that the teacher should be, as a critical thinker, should be asking him or herself is, why am I teaching what I am teaching? A teacher who has attained the highest level of critical thinking may ask such fundamental questions. Such questions take the teacher beyond his or her classroom teaching role and places him or her as a possible change leader on a socio-political level. Um, the why am I teaching questions are important for the teacher as these are part of his or her role as an agent of change in the society. So a teacher is not just someone who is actually just transferring knowledge from the past. He or she is someone who wants to preserve certain values, but there are other values and there are other things that need to change with the passage of time. And so here, by asking a question of related to the why of curriculum, the teacher plays his role as an agent of change in the society, and which is quite important. So, in conclusion, what we can say is that critical thinking is very important for teachers as this ability may help in their improvement as professionals at the classroom level and also as agents of change in the society on a broader socio-political level. I hope this presentation was useful for you in terms of understanding the importance of critical thinking for teachers. If you have any questions or any comments, please do not hesitate to give in the comment section below this video. Thank you for your time. Take care.